Hello, this is Chris again. Anyway, another Paiste video here. Been collecting them. I haven't collected for years and years. This is all stuff I've had for years and years. Back in the 90s pretty much. And collected, and I just got them out again and looking at them and selling some stuff off. But trying to keep most of my Paiste stuff because I love the Paiste. Paiste's kind of like Mopar, you know. It's kind of, so to speak, not the outcast, but the third member one. But they've always tried to innovate and do cool stuff, and they've I don't know, they've always been cool, and they always have neat names for their symbols and neat lines, and they've started the Sound Edge and Nova China and a lot of stuff like that. So it's and like the Roadrunner, and so anyway, I kind of compare them to Chrysler in the car industry. But so they kind of started out, with the Stambols and just kind of cheap stuff, and he was basically is a German company, but they wound up in Switzerland. And so they're not really, they're not a Swedish company. They started out in Germany, and they're Austria, actually, I think. And so they started out, with a kind of a rough beginning, and trying to basically sell their stuff or sell it, free. That came with Ludwig for free. And there were Stambols, and then they would, basically what they did is they would come and they would approach drummers and say, here's some cymbals, and go to your drum stores and ask for Paiste, if you can get Paistes and stuff. So they were trying to get people to say, we want Paiste. So then they would, approach the drums, stores like that, and they would say, okay, we got a demand, because, obviously Zildjian was pretty much monopolized everything. But so I got a couple of the very first Ludwigs. Here's a 10-inch. The Triple Star Ludwig, which you can't really see the logo, but very cool. Still has the patina on it, and they were rough sounding. They had that little trashy thing. You could still see the thin on it. It still says thin. So this was 50s, pretty much 50s. I think 602s, 59 is when they came out. Here's a polished 3-star 12-inch. Which sounds great. Sounds great, and it's basically a 602. I mean, it has the same hammer marks, hammering and lathing, and the swirls going with the lathe, and but it was nickel silver apparently, so everything matters in the sound of a cymbal. I mean, everything. The way it's laid, everything, ingredients and everything. So they just didn't have the good ingredients at that point, but these were generally kind of 602s. So then they came out with 602s, their first professional. This one I got on eBay a while ago, and I got lucky. It's one of the first, I guess. It's a 602 10-inch, no serial number. So this was one of the first. They stopped making 10s. Blue Label only made 11, and it's tough, but it really projects like crazy. It's real tangy. Oops. I mean, just a shimmering tang, just awesome. And I got a ripping deal. I mean, the guy didn't know it was 602. He just put Paiste Splash, and so I think I paid like $75. So that's my real killer one. And then we got another 602 12-inch. Here you can still see the thin on there. This is when they only did the weights. They didn't have the actual Paiste 602, the no serial number. This is a 12. Projects really well. So there's an old 602 12. And then I got a 602 13. which is believed to be not a hi-hat because I don't see any of the hi-hat wear, but it is a little thicker. But so there's a 60213. Now we'll get into some of my other stuff. Try to speed this up. This one I got on eBay a long time ago. This has a serial number. If anyone knows about this, I'd love to know. But it's 602 and it says high performance on the stamp. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a 602 and then above it it says high performance, which I've never seen before. It's a heavy though. It's a heavy 18, which I guess is a crash. So, and it doesn't even say 602. That was before even that, I guess. You know, I don't know, but it says heavy, Paiste, high performance. So that is pretty trippy. This I got a long time ago in Berkeley. I kind of blew it. I should have left it alone, but I polished it up, and I didn't polish where the names were, so then you see it's dirtier there. But you probably can't see it. But anyway, it's a medium 602, 18 inch, just a basic 18 inch medium 602. But just nice, 602, which I don't have a whole lot of the black labels. Here's an old ride that I got a long time ago, actually from Monterey and Seaside. Just a 602, no labels, no anything on it. So 602 20-inch ride. Now we're getting into the Blue Label. Blue Label, I got a lot of these in San Francisco. Drum World still had a bunch that they bought when the line went out. They bought a bunch and they had a pile up in their attic. But this one I got from a used music store down the street from them. Good crashes, but it's a medium hi-hat, which makes it thin, and it's basically a crash. Makes a good crash. Of course, the bottom's heavier. So I got that, a medium 14-inch hi-hat. Then I started getting into the crashes. These are all from Drum World. Blue Label, NOS, paper thin, 602. Just beautiful shimmer. Unbelievable. It's not quite as thin. They had a 14-inch paper thin. I don't know why I didn't get it. It was so thin, it just flopped around. You know, and there was stuff that I was collecting, so I don't even know why I didn't get it, but I wanted getting the 14-inch medium. You know, paper thins are what are awesome on the 602, and I didn't get the 14-inch paper thin. Still nice shimmer, but you know the 16's okay, but it's not nearly as floppy as that 14. Oh, I still think of that. The bigger ones I got 17-inch medium NOS. Beautiful, right when the logos are bigger. Oh, beautiful. B20 alloy, 20% tin, 80% copper. 2002s, and a lot of the other ones are 8 B8s, 8% tin. Thin crash 18. Very pretty, awesome. No, apparently it's the same alloy as lots of other, you know, Zildjians and Istanbuls and Ufibs. It's just like, I guess that's like the thing, but it's how you lathe it and how you hammer it and all that that makes the final sound, which, you know, the 602s were hard to duplicate because they were real gentle and crafty. And but anyway, and then I got a 11-inch bell, big old heavy bell. So that's a cool one, 11-inch bell. Here's a rare one. I know they make, I've seen a 13-inch broken one on eBay, but here's a 16-inch China, which is unusual. It's kind of neat that they made the round bell, you know, which I don't know, I'm trying to think what other ones ever did that. Some of the swishes, Zildjian did that, some of the swishes and stuff. So there's your funky 16-inch China. And then my last ones is a 20-inch China with rivets. Sounds great. Lot deeper, huh? So those are my 602s. Love my 602s. They'll be in my collection. I decided not to sell these off. This one I did sell, but the guy was bunk, and eBay, it was like his first win. You know, and went for 42 bucks, so I'm glad he didn't win it. It's a weird special effects concert, which it's not really special effects. It sounds like a, but it has a weird hole in it, but it's a 19-inch. So that's a weird doodad there. But anyway, that's my 602 collection, and they finally did come out and remade 602s. Right on. And go Paiste, go Mopar, man. Go Mopar Paiste, Mopar Paiste.